and we also have our next panelist, Arijit Purkayastha, CEO of Conclave Tours and Travels. Arijit Purkayastha is a compulsive traveler, as he calls himself, and runs a travel business that promises tourists soulful experiences in the unexplored and, of course, incredibly beautiful Northeast India. Mr. Arijit Purkayastha, Director of Conclave Tours and Travels, have been in the tourism industry for nearly 30 years. In addition to operating tours focusing on wildlife and birding and exploring lesser-known destinations, culture, tribes, art, and crafts of the northeastern states, Mr. Purkayastha has a special interest in designing customized itineraries for accessible tourism. Mr. Arijit Purkayastha writes extensively on destination specialities, travelogues, and other tourism issues for newspapers and web magazines. Welcome, sir, on board. And last but not the least, Etia moi monsole matibo khojisu amar Dibrugarh Sinaki Bikhat Jalan Porialor Manoj Jalan. He is Director Purvi Discovery Private Limited. He is a fourth generation tea planter. Purvi Discovery is the first company to initiate tea tourism in Assam. Mr. Jalan is interested in equestrian sports and the founder member Equestrian Federation of Assam. He has remained Vice President of Equestrian Federation of India for 12 years. He has also been associated with Dibrugarh University as board member of Center of Management Studies. Yes, we now have a complete panel, and over to you, Ankita.
Thanks, Gayatri. First of all, I'd like to welcome all our delegates to the session. I understand that a lot of our delegates are from the tourism industry, and we hope to have a good discussion so that we can take in some questions at the end. I would also like to thank all our panelists for taking the time out and joining us in the session today. I want to, our panelists is a much exalted panel today, much awarded, and between them they have an experience of over 30 years in the travel and tourism industry. I would like to keep it on a more casual discussion format and throw a topic out. I want everybody's opinions to be added to the topic, and I don't want to interrupt the flow, so please feel free to pick up the mic and talk. There has been a great interest in traveling to Northeast these days, and a lot of these interest is generated by easy connectivity, online destination information, travelogues, use of photo sharing apps. In this time, how do you see Northeast tourism as positioning itself? Do we need a reboot, or should we continue in the same path? Your opinions, somebody can start. Mr. Purkayastha.
Thank you. As we all know that the tourism in Northeast is on the uptrend. Yes, we not necessarily have to reboot, but we have to do a little bit of changes in our itineraries. Like itinerary, of course, will remain the same. Destinations will remain the same. But in between, we have to work out like the stopovers while we're traveling, because, well, any tourist coming to our region, they are traveling to 6 to 7 hours. Compared to other places, they travel for 3 hours or so, except for Shillong, of course. But when you go to Arunachal and other places. So the other day we were discussing with my friend Ranjit Das, is there, with Manoj Jalan, that why not start, like for example, we have the National Highway 37, it starts from Goalpara to Upper Assam. Now in between there will be many stoppages, there are many off-roads, which we have not projected in our itinerary so far. So there are potteries, there are weavings, there are so many things are there. So why not include this, make it an interesting stopover, and not only driving to the destination. For example, if you're driving to say Tawang, so instead of just driving to Tawang, why not we stop at say Tejpur and ask the tourists to board in a train from Dekargaon to Bhalukpung, and simultaneously the vehicle will follow you, and the train will go through tea gardens, will go through tribal villages, and make it interesting, and people can take photographs of those. So this is what we have to do, a fine-tuning along with all our stakeholders. This is my own suggestion. Thank you very much. Allow me to speak a little away from this topic. I am into it, like, as I said, fine-tuning our itineraries. That is very important. And in that way, we can probably, whether we say use the word educate the tourist, or, we give them some informations about it. Like, I'll speak about my state, Assam. আমি লৈ যাওঁ শুৱালকুছিলৈ লৈ যাওঁ, but before reaching Hualkusi, there's a place called Dodora, where Purnima Devi Burman, who has been working for conservation of greater adjutant stock for so many years. Now the thing is that how many of us are putting in the itinerary? Now she has formed in a greater adjutant in Assam is called Hargila. That is, she has formed an Hargila army of 300 women. Okay, their job is to educate people and to conserve a greater adjutant stock, and at the same time doing the sustainable work by they are making the motifs of greater adjutant stock in their gamusas, in their bags, and then they are selling it off. So how many of are putting, there are several stories are there. It could be in Assam, it could be Arunachal or somewhere, but we are following the same pattern, same itinerary over and over again. Like the Delhi, Jaipur, the green triangle, we have the green triangle, Kaziranga, Shillong, Guwahati. And then again, during the COVID time, when I did some little bit of research, if I may use, while writing my stories, I have come across a beautiful story. Now, while you're traveling between, say, Kaziranga to Jorhat, for example, there's a road, a lady contractor who made it in 1939, Mohini Rajkumari. She was the first actress in Jayamuti. She didn't act as in Jayamuti, but her niece acted it, but she was one of the actresses in there. And she was the first lady contractor, and believe me, it's off the road of National Highway 37. Take that road to that village. 5 kilometers is a complete straight road, not a single bend. The lady made it. So these are the things we have to highlight in our itineraries while we are traveling from one distance to another, and then change it's not that only Kaziranga. Why Kaziranga? We have to go beyond Kaziranga. Kaziranga, only when you go to Kaziranga, it's not only rhinos, there are other mammals, there are birds. Similarly, how many of us have in our itinerary, just 40 kilometers away is the Dev Parbat, the 12th century archaeological temple. We have not showcased that. So it is our fault as a tour operator or the stakeholder. Similar kind can be done in other places, as I said. So this is where I believe, have to look into it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.